director and producer.
Amazing, amazing. This movie is Oscar winner movie.
Sorry?
Oscar, they're going to be Oscar winner.
Beautifully
Beautiful,
presented.
the best movie.
Awesome.
So, thank you very much. कैसी लगी आप सबको फिल्म? तो सब अपनी अपनी टॉर्च जला के मेरे साथ कुछ बोलेंगे? टॉर्च जला लीजिए. Okay, so India can do it. India can do it. India can do it. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, we can take quickly some questions.
I would say Pallavi and Vivek ji can do it for the nation. It's a great service to the nation.
I have a question, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I remember during the second wave, when New York Times and Washington Post were printing photos of Modi ji and the last ritual fires, I was in my son's daycare and I went to drop him and I asked the teacher, hey, how? She asked me how things are in India, and she told me that it's the Indian variant. When the virus came from China, nobody was saying it's Chinese virus, but she told it's Indian virus, that the Indian variant. I started fighting, but my fellow Indian friends started telling me, hey, don't get into argument, it's true. It's an Indian variant. So how can we stop that info war? Until your movie comes, we are not aware of the truth. How can we fight, sitting so far across? What can we do, sir?
First of all, make sure lots of people see this film so that they understand about info war. Lots of young people see this film so they understand what's going on and become the brand ambassadors of this film. It's very important for this film to work because this is perhaps India's first truly science film and very positive, inspiring film. And this message should go to the world because if you have seen very often people say, कुछ होता नहीं ऐसा इंडिया में होगा नहीं राम भरोसे चलता है India can't do it. But there is a new India which is emerging and this is that story. It's about our women, about mothers, the sacrifice of Indian women which is unparalleled. So become right about it. Send your reviews on WhatsApp to your families in India, to your friends. Write on social media, wherever you can write reviews, please do that. I'll be obliged.
How and what inspired you to make this film? Number one, and was there somebody really close to you in that, how did you get, the story of, or how did you find out about these women that were really instrumental in making this film?
Yeah, so that's interesting. No, I don't know nobody in ICMR, not even one person. I had no clue. But this story, actually, I found it very fascinating. I was reading about monkeys and how scientists had to go and get monkeys from jungle. I said, what? How is that possible? Why should they go? And I got interested. And then I realized that world over it was appreciated in the scientific community the way they... Then I got interested in that. But while researching for it, I had no clue about women things. While researching this, when I started interviewing, I realized most of them are women. So I asked them why there are so many women here. They said because only we can do it, men can't.
One question. I have a question for you.
That's how women angle.
One question.
Pallavi, I have a question for you. You played this role, first of all, beautifully, and we could cry with you, with your emotions. Did you get to meet all these scientist women who did all this research? How was your experience?
Yes, it was fascinating. When I came to know what they have done for the country, what they have done for humanity, it was an amazing moment. I mean, when I first met Dr. Priya Abraham, I couldn't meet her. We did a lot of Zoom sessions because she had gone back to Vellore by then. But it was fascinating to meet her. It turned out that she was a fan of mine since my Brignani days. So she kept talking about Brignani and I kept talking about vaccine. So it was a very interesting conversation. But I had lots of sessions with her on Zoom because I wanted to portray her the way she is. And everything that you see in the movie, the little gestures, the hand movements, everything, the accent, it's all the real Priya Abraham. Yes.
First of all, great casting for Nana Patekar.
Yeah.
क्या वो वाकई ऐसे हैं जैसा नाना पाटेकर ने कास्ट किया है, नाना पाटेकर की पर्सनालिटी को देख के वैसा बना दिया गया कि हम ऐसा बिलीव कर सकते हैं।
नहीं, वो ऐसे ही है। वो नाना की वजह से थोड़ा और फियर्स लगते हैं, पर वो he was very hard on all his staff, everybody at NIV, and he had to be because there was no other way out.
But how was he as an actor?
परिवार के साथ मिनेसोटा से आया हूँ आपको ये वीडियो देखने।
Thank you. Thank you so much for this.
I have two questions. One about the premise. What inspired you to have the Mahabharata as a backdrop for this film, subliminally? And the second, what inspired you to have that soundscape of the breathing that showed the virus as an actual character of the film?
Genius. Now you are embarrassing me. You know, there is sometimes things happen. No, it was very deliberate. Breathing. I always see. The thing is that there was a problem. Since you have seen the film now, we had two very big challenges. Number one, it's a very complex science. How to make it so simple that people enjoy. It was really a very big challenge. Second thing was everything happens in small labs. There is nothing which is moving and everything is static. So how to keep the audience engaged? That was a big challenge. And second challenge was the enemy, the virus. You can't see it. So therefore, I thought, what if we create some sound for that? So people start associating the virus with the sound. That's how the breathing thing came into being.
And about the Mahabharata premise?
That's for you to know, or for me to know and you to guess. Yes, all my films have kind of Mahabharata in background. That's why Machli Ki Aankh, if you have seen, it's come from there.
Congratulations to both of you. Amazing movie. I'm right here. My request is that will you ever think of making a movie on what was happening in America while this was happening in India? Because there were so many Indians living here and we had our own struggle to go through at that time. I really request if you can, as your next project, think about what we were doing. There are many people sitting here who really got out when it was peak COVID, and Dr. Nitin Shah is one of them. And he was one of the pioneers who did multiple zillion vaccination drives. And there is much more to our story here too. We had to go through anti-Asian hate movement. Yes, I had people coming to our clinic with these comments, seniors who got blamed for being Indian. Oh, these are the people, and people stopped going to Indian stores. There were many such phenomena that happened. Our Indian market was almost just like, had no footfall for a long time. So, yeah, someday I hope you can come and talk to us about what we went through.
Thanks for informing me.
Your title, India got it. That's the best title you're going to have it.
So, Vivek and Pallavi, first of all, hats off to you, raising your own bars. आप लोगों के दिमाग में ये कैसे आया कि इस पे हमें अभी मूवी बनाना है? क्या था ऐसा थॉट क्योंकि आपके पास तो और बहुत सारे प्रोजेक्ट्स होंगे, लेकिन कश्मीर फाइल इतना बड़ा हिट देने के बाद और इतना रियल सिचुएशन उठाने के बाद फिर दोबारा रियल सिचुएशन, तो कैसे आप लोगों के दिमाग में आया कि हमको ये बनाना है और आप लोग ने कब डिसाइड किया कि ये पिक्चर बनाएंगे?
ये कश्मीर फाइल्स रिलीज होने के करीब 2-3 महीने पहले। हाँ, तो मुझे एक्चुअली उल्टा ही था। मुझे ये लगा कि हम ऐसे सब्जेक्ट्स पे फिल्म क्यों नहीं बनाते हैं। आप यहाँ देखिए, अमेरिका में, हॉलीवुड में छोटे छोटे अचीवमेंट्स होते हैं। छोटे में कोई याद नहीं कर रहा हूँ, छोटे और बड़े, मतलब ऐसे अचीवमेंट्स होते हैं जो नेशनल न्यूज़ नहीं बन पाते हैं। रॉकेट जाता है वो तो नेशनल न्यूज़ होता है, पर कई इन्वेंशंस होते हैं, कोई डिसरप्ट करता है सिस्टम को। तो यहाँ उसमें फिल्म बनाते हैं तो उससे एक कल्चर पैदा होता है एंटरप्राइज का, इनोवेशन का, यंगर जनरेशन उससे प्रेरित होती है। दूसरा, सारी दुनिया को लगता है कि हाँ दिस कंट्री इनोवेट्स। हमारे यहाँ इतना होता है लेकिन उसे कोई कहानी उसकी बताने वाला नहीं है। सब लोग कोई बस नाच गाना, उससे में कोई गलत बात नहीं है, लेकिन एक जैसे पूरी दुनिया प्रेम कहानी है ऐसा नहीं है। तो हमारे यहाँ जो अच्छी चीज़ें होती हैं, तो आई सेट कि ये ऐसा सब्जेक्ट है इस पर कोई और नहीं बनाएगा। और अभी तक मुझसे सब यही होते हैं कि कहाँ पे सर मार दिया, ये तो चल रहा ही नहीं है, वैक्सीन पे कौन फिल्म देखेगा।
ये बहुत चलेगी और बहुत ज़्यादा चलेगी।
इसकी अमर कहानी।
अरे वाह, क्या याद दिला दिया।
ये उस तरह की पिक्चर है।
We have a question to you. Looks like by looking the whole project since Kashmir Files, I was there too last time with the premiere, the great movie. But this is I see this movie may have been made in a very fast timeline. Am I right?
That's true.
And having great star cast like Nana Patekar and all the stories we hear about his moods and swings. How was the total experience?
When we went to meet Nana, I told him, I have heard you are a mad guy and you always beat up your directors. तो यार मैंने कहा मुझे 2-3 तुम मार देना, घूसा झापड़ जो भी मन है, लेकिन यार एक्टिंग अच्छी करना और जो लिखा है बस वही करना, मुझसे सवाल मत पूछना। तो and so that was not a joke, I meant it, but I am telling you he surrendered himself. He said क्या करना है, बस बताओ क्या करना है, ये बताओ।
How long it took to finish the movie?
In 2 months, yeah.
No, 35 days.
Shooting was done in 35 days, spread over 2 months.
When it comes to casting, how did you go on that process?
I'm an actor. I've always identified as an actor and not as a star. And it's very important for me that an actor becomes the character. And therefore, all the films that we do, I supervise all the casting. And I ensure that we get the perfect casting for each character. And as you can see, this was a bigger challenge because all of us had to look like the scientists, first and foremost, and then, of course, act like them. So it was a little challenging in the beginning, but I think with makeup and costumes, we achieved it. And in the end, you saw that all of us looked almost like the real scientists.
Thank you. So India can do it. India can do it. India can do it. Thank you very much.